Welcome you to the session 6 of this course, Engineering Thermodynamics. During this session, we shall be taking some numerical problems related to moving boundary work that we have been discussing during session 4 and session 5. If you can recall, our formulae for moving boundary work, those were whatever we have derived. For isochoric process, the boundary work is 0. For isobaric process, where pressure is constant, the work done is P into V2 minus V1. For isothermal process, the process equation is PV equal to nRT or PV equal to constant for that matter. Your work done has different expression, P1 V1 ln P1 by P2 or P1 V1 ln V2 by V1 or nRT ln V2 by V1. Several expressions are there that we have derived. There is a process called polytropic process, which is a generalized process where process equation is PV to the power n equal to constant. N is called polytropic index. PV to the power something, PV to the power n equal to constant. There, the moving boundary work formula we have derived, that is P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by n minus 1. For adiabatic process, the equation is almost similar to your polytropic process, that is PV to the power gamma equal to constant, where gamma is adiabatic constant 1.4. There the work done formula is P1 V1 minus P2 V2 by gamma minus 1. With these formulae in mind, we are going to take up some numericals. The advantage of numerical is more the numericals you do, more you become confident on use of formulae, understanding of the formulae, understanding of the process itself. Okay, let us see some of the numericals. Those numericals we are taking from a textbook, that is Engineering Thermodynamics by P.K. Nag. That book we have been taking. I will be giving the soft copy of the book very soon. Okay. So we are going to target 3 numericals in this session. First numerical, the question is written here. You can write down the question. Writing a question will help you understanding the question better, or you can read the question very coolly, very slowly, very steadily. The question is, an engine cylinder, we are talking of one IC engine cylinder, internal combustion cylinder, has a piston. We have already showed that piston moves inside the cylinder, has a piston of area 0.12 square meter, and this cylinder or the system contains a gas at a pressure of 1.5 megapascal. 1.5 megapascal, that is 10 to the 6 pascal. Okay. This gas expands when the piston will move inside the cylinder. They moving like this. Okay, this is compressing the gas, now expanding. When the piston moves like this, the gas expands. The gas expands according to a process. Which process? There can be multiple processes. That can be isothermal process, can be isobaric process, can be polytropic process. Here, the process is something different. What is that? The gas expands according to a process which is represented by a straight line on a pressure volume diagram. You recall to the pressure volume diagram of isothermal curve, where we drew a hyperbola kind of curve. In polytropic process or in adiabatic process, these are hyperbolic in nature. In isobaric process, this was a horizontal line. In isochoric process, it was a vertical line. But now it is talking that this is a straight line with some slope, say a straight line on a pressure volume diagram. It is not given that pressure is constant or volume is constant. So it is neither going to be a horizontal line nor vertical line, it is going to be a straight line on a pressure volume diagram. The final pressure, this is expansion. Expansion means volume will increase. Initial pressure is 1.5 megapascal. Final pressure will be less because this is an expansion process. The final pressure is 0.15 megapascal. and we have been asked to calculate the work done by the gas on the piston if, this is not if the stroke is 0.30 meter. Okay, this is my question, numerical question, and that is something we are going to target at. So here we are showing a animation of how piston is moving in a cylinder. Kindly observe this animation. We have seen this animation earlier also. Okay. So observe this. What does it represent? The piston is moving inside the cylinder. The gas is being compressed and expanded. When the piston is moving from bottom to top, we are showing that this gas is being compressed. When the piston is coming from top to bottom, the gas is expanding. Okay. Here you can see there are two terms written here. One is called bore, one is called stroke. Kindly observe the drawing and try to understand what the stroke is. Stroke, you can see the distance it is moving from top to bottom or from bottom to top, that is the stroke in this drawing. Okay. In the numerical question also we have been given the stroke distance. Okay. What is bore? Bore is something, piston is moving inside the cavity of the cylinder. That cavity is called bore. It has got a diameter. This diameter is equivalent to that piston diameter. Okay. Or bore diameter also we call, because piston and cylinder we assume that there is no gap. If gap will be there, what will happen? Gas will be getting leaked. Therefore, this piston diameter is approximately taken as bore diameter. In machine design, we shall learn that there is a slightest difference, and how that difference is being made up, that we shall learn later. But for the time being, this bore diameter and piston diameter are same. Okay. This is a circular disc, you can see it is a bore diameter. Okay. In this particular question, we have been given the entire area of the piston. But mostly in design type of thing, you will be given this diameter, from which you shall be required to find out area. With these notations in mind, let us understand the question again. Here is the question that stroke is 0.30 meter. You have already understood the piston is moving from top of the cylinder to the bottom of the cylinder. The distance it is travelling, that is stroke. And also the question is given that piston area is 0.12 meter square. So what is this question? We have a condition where gas is expanding during a process. The process equation is given that it is a straight line in pressure volume diagram. Initial pressure is given 1.5 megapascal. Final pressure is given 0.15 megapascal. And we are required to calculate the work. Now come back to the fundamental of work now. If you can recall, the work done from pressure volume relation we can find in two ways. One is integrate PDV, another is also the area under pressure volume diagram. Here we can also adopt two methods. One is integration PDV. Suppose we want to do that, then how do we do? Now first is our relationship is a straight line relation. Now pressure and volume, suppose there is a straight line relation, then we can express P as A plus BV if you use your higher secondary knowledge. If Y and X are related by straight line equation, then Y equal to A plus BX. Similarly, pressure volume straight line means P equal to A plus BV, then we have to integrate from V1 to V2. That is going to be a process that also we can do. But this particular numerical, let us see how it becomes easy if we adopt our graphical approach like area under pressure volume diagram. What we are expecting, there is a expansion, there is a straight line, we want to find area under that straight line. That is what we are going to see in this drawing. Here it is state 1, pressure is given 1.5 megapascal, okay, and state 2, expansion is there. So this is my state 2, pressure is 0.15 megapascal, there is a final volume, there is a initial volume, just before the expansion there was a volume, after expansion there is a volume. What is that volume? The volume swept by the piston. You can recall this drawing. When the piston is moving, this is sweeping this volume. What is this volume? Piston area multiplied by stroke. This volume is called swept volume. Okay. Now for this volume, this is the change from state 1 to state 2. This is the swept volume. Now look at this diagram. Pressure volume diagram is a straight line. Now my question is to calculate work. How to calculate work? Area under PV diagram. PV diagram is this. Area under this means this trapezium, whatever we are getting from this red line to the entire x-axis in this V. The total area will be my work done. And you know what is the formula of finding area of this curve, that is a trapezium. Half into sum of parallel sides. These are parallel side, 1.5 megapascal at state 1 and 0.15 megapascal at state 2. Half into sum of parallel sides multiplied by distance between parallel sides. What is that? Volume saved. So we can find out the area and that will give us work done. So what will be our answer? Half into 1.5 plus 0.15 multiplied by swept volume, that is area of the piston multiplied by the stroke. That is the thing we are showing here. Area is half area of trapezium, area of PV diagram. Work done is area of PV diagram. And what is area of PV diagram? It is a trapezium, sum of parallel side 1.5 plus 0.15, this is megapascal. So we are multiplying 10 to the power 6 to convert to SI unit. It is always advised to convert everything to SI unit to make the process easy. Multiplied by area of piston multiplied by stroke, that is the swept volume. So you multiply these things, your answer comes. Work done equal to 29.7 kilojoule. Okay. So what we did, we plotted that PV diagram and found out the area under that PV diagram, and we know that work done is area under PV diagram. This is the concept we are using in solving this problem number 1. Okay. Now we are going to watch our second numerical question. Fine. This is the question we are trying. Second problem. Okay. Numerical issue. Question goes like, at the beginning of compression stroke, again that stroke in the animation what we showed, there is a compression. This piston is moving from bottom to top, thereby compressing the gas. From bottom to top it is moving, compression stroke of a 2-cylinder IC engine. IC engine need not have only one cylinder. There can be 2 cylinders, there can be 3, 4, 6 cylinder. If you know this Maruti 800 or Alto, this is a 3-cylinder engine. In the other cars, say Toyota or even Volkswagen, those are 4-cylinder engines. There are 6-cylinder engines in locomotive also. Okay. So we are talking about 2-cylinder engine. There are 2 IC engines, 2 engines. The air is at a pressure of 101.325 kilopascal. This is the pressure at the beginning of compression stroke. Compression stroke beginning, the piston is just starting to compress that gas. At that point, at starting point, pressure is 101.325 kilopascal. Now there is a compression. By compression what happens? Compression reduces the volume to 1/5 of original volume. There is a original volume. Piston was moving to the cylinder top, there was a original volume. Now when the piston has already moved, the gas is now compressed. Okay. That gas volume after the compression is 1/5 of original volume. Earlier this much volume of gas was there. Now the piston compressed it. Now the volume became 1/5. Okay. 1/5. Now the question is telling that this compression is following PV to the power 1.2 equal to constant. That is a polytropic process. Polytropic compression. And also given bore equal to 0.15 meter. You can recall that animation we saw now. Bore is the diameter of that piston, 0.15 meter. Diameter of that cavity, 0.15 meter. stroke is 0.25 meter, the movement of piston, stroke is 0.25 meter. The question is determine power absorbed in kilowatt. If number of compression strokes per minute is 500 by each cylinder. Let us understand this. Okay. The thing is, this is a polytropic process. If I can find out P1 V1 minus P2 V2 by n minus 1, I will find work done in one compression. There are 500 compression per minute. One compression, the work done formula we know, WB, P1 V1 minus P2 V2 n minus 1. So multiply 500. That will give work done by 500 compression, but that is per minute. If I want to calculate power in kilowatt, I will be converting it again to second. So what I shall do? We shall try to find WB, work done in single compression, multiply 500, that is number of compression, divide 60 because I want to find work done per second. Are you getting? And please do not forget that this is a 2-cylinder engine. What we calculate for WB is for 1 cylinder. If we multiply 2, we shall get for 2-cylinder IC engine. With this concept in mind, let us try to solve this numerical question. Okay. So this is my diagram. This is the state 1. Say volume is V1. Now from state 1 it is compressed. Pressure is increasing, volume is decreasing. And I finally reach a state called state 2. Compression means pressure will increase, volume will come down. Okay. So V1 was the initial volume which is larger. Now it came to V2, and pressure what happened from P1, this is the pressure at state 1. Now the pressure is at state 2, that is P2. This is a polytropic compression, so almost a hyperbolic curve. Okay. Almost it is a curve, polynomial curve. Fine. Now we have been given P1 equal to 101.325 kilopascal in the question. Also we have been given that at state 2, at final state, volume is 1/5 of initial state volume, V2 equal to V1 by 5. Also we are given this V1 minus V2. Look at this drawing. From origin to this is V1. From origin to this is V2. This is how we plot the graphs. So what is V1 minus V2? V1 minus V2 is swept volume. Swept volume, that is pi by 4 d square, bore diameter square, multiplied by the stroke. That is something we have understood now. Okay. So we shall see that V1 minus V2 is bore area multiplied by stroke. That is your swept volume. And also we have been given that it is a polytropic process of compression, and the index of polytropism is 1.2. PV2 is by 1.2 equal to constant. What else? We have been asked to find out power, and we just discussed how to find power. WB is work done for single compression. This is a 2-cylinder engine, so multiply 2. There are 500 compressors per minute, so number of compression per second is 500 by 60. We multiply this, we get power. And how to get WB? We are using the same formula of WB for polytropic process, that is P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by n minus 1. Okay. Now we are solving this numerical. P1 V1 to the power 1.2 is equal to P2. What is V2? In place of V2 I can write V1 by 5, that is given in the question. Final volume is 1/5 of original volume to the power 1.2. Now if I solve this equation, there is P1, P2 and V1, V2. V1 and V2 there is a relation. V2 is V1 by 5. So V1 will get cancelled. So I shall get what is final pressure. V1 will get cancelled. Okay. V1 to the power 1.2, V1 to the power 1.2. If I solve this using calculator, I can find out what is P2 because P1 is known, 101.325 kilopascal. And by using computation, we found out that P2 is almost 699 point something kilopascal. I have written here 700 kilopascal. When you solve this numerical, you take whatever calculator value you are getting. Okay, using say 2 significant digits, that is fine. or 3 significant digits, because 101.3 to 5 kilopascal that gave with 3 digit. You can also start with a 3 digit kind of thing. It will be coming 699 point something something something. Okay. Now, second equation was this V1 minus V2 is the swept volume. So V1, V2 was V1 by 5, and what is swept volume? Pi by 4 bore's diameter, bore is the diameter square, pi by 4 d square multiplied by the stroke length. This is the volume of the cylinder that is being swept. What is the volume swept? Volume swept is the volume of the cylinder. The piston is moving in a cylindrical space. That volume of cylindrical space is what? Pi by 4 bore diameter square multiplied by the stroke. So I can get V1 minus V2. We already know P1. So if I solve this equation, I shall get V1, that will be coming 5.52 into 10 to the minus 3 meter cube. I have not written meter cube. Please do not ignore the unit. You have to write meter cube. V2 is V1 by 5, 1.1 into 10 to the minus 3, again meter cube. Okay. So if I use this formula now, we already know what is P1, P2 you have found out, V1 you know, V2 you have found out, N is given 1.2. So WB can be easily found out. P1 V1 minus P2 V2 by N minus 1. And power we have already illustrated how to find. WB multiply 2, because this is a 2-cylinder engine, multiply 500 by 60 number of compression per second, and you shall get power equal to around 17.75 kilowatt to 17.9 kilowatt, depending on what digits in the calculator you are taking. Okay. So let us try to take the third numerical right now. This is the question we are going to try as the third numerical. Let us try this. Question number 3. A mass of gas is compressed in a quasi-static process. Again there is a compression. From what? From 80 kilopascal initial pressure is given, 0.1 meter cube, that initial volume is given. Now this is being compressed. As a result of compression, pressure will be increasing. So now the pressure became 0.4 megapascal and the volume became less, 0.03 meter cube. Now, assuming that pressure and volume are related by PV to the power n equal to constant, it is a polytropic process again. Find the work done by gas system. Simple, provided you understand what we are going to do. What type of process this is? This is again a polytropic process. What is the formula for WB, work done by the system? P1 V1, P1 given V1 minus P2 again given V2 again given by n minus 1. I do not know n, that index. I am to find out. But I know this PV to the power n equal to constant, that is a P1 into V1 to the power n equal to P2 into V2 to the power n. So we shall use our algebraic knowledge to find out n, and once you find n, the problem is solved. Okay, how we are going to do it? I told you, for any type of thermodynamic analysis, you must demonstrate the process with some diagram. Here also, this is a compression process, state 1 is given, state 2 is given, this is compression, pressure is increasing, volume is decreasing. Okay, polytropic process. Now, WB formula is known. Given data P1, V1, P2, V2 are given. But I do not know what is n and how we are finding n. Let us see. P1, V1 to the power n equal to P2, V2 to the n. This is given. From here I can write V1 to the power n by V2 to the power n equal to P2 by P1. This is the equation. V1 by to the power n, V2 to the power n equal to P2 by P1. This is the equation. Now if I take logarithm of both the sides, say n log V1 by V2. What is this? V1 by V2 to the power n. This is V1 to the power n by V2 to the n. So this is same as writing V1 by V2 in bracket to the power n equal to P2 by P1. So take logarithm of this side, take logarithm of this side. What you shall get? N V1 by V2 is equal to P2 by P1. N log V1 by V2, I am sorry, taking logarithm of both sides. N log V1 by V2 equal to log P2 by P1. So you know P1, P2, V1, V2. You just substitute here n log V2, V1 This is V1 by V2 equal to log P2 by P1. You know P1, P2, V1, V2. Use this, you can find n, and in this numerical equation you shall get n to the is equal to 1.34. Once you get to n equal to 1.34, your job is to find out WB simply. P1 given, V1 given, P2 given, V2 given. The formula is P1 V1 minus P2 V2 by n minus 1. N is known. So use this formula, you shall get WB equal to minus 11.83 kilojoule. Today we took these three numerical, and this is okay. I am going to give you the soft copy of the Pekenak book. From here I shall be giving some activity to solve some more numerical. Practice these three questions, and earlier also we have solved 5 questions. These 8 questions you practice before attempting those activity questions. Okay. So thank you very much. You shall be receiving the activity and that soft copy of the book by mail. Thank you.